Welcome, everybody. This is Toolbox Talk with She Masters. We do it as we normally do it. This is a She Masters, which is bringing you this exclusive episode of School Safety Summit that we She Masters has just held the first week of this November. So today we are going to be unfolding what the summit was all about. But before we go on, let me invite you, my fellow viewers, those who are watching now and those who are going to be watching later, to stay tuned and enjoy the show. Invite as many people as you can. Start liking our page and also inviting others to watch or to even like it at a later stage. We really appreciate you for your presence here. My name is S.H.E Zulu, your host for Toolbox Talk with She Masters. And as I said today, we are going to be unfolding the School Safety Summit that we just held on the 2nd of November. And with me today, I have Ms. Keshabile Tosa, Keshabile Mopakedi, who is the Managing Director of She Masters. Tabi is one of our own, is one of the brains behind She Masters, whom we have today to actually explain to us, to actually take us through what the summit was all about, where it is intending to be, the objectives of the summit, and where do we see it going as we go on with the years. Help me welcome Tabi on stage as we continue with our show. But please do not forget to like, share, and call your friends and family to this exclusive episode. This is She Masters Toolbox Talk with She Masters, where we are talking a School Safety Summit. Let me welcome you once again, Itabi. Welcome to our episode.
Thank you very much, Masego. Hello, our viewers at home. Like Masego has already mentioned, my name is Kitabile Mopakedi. They also call me Tabi Mopakedi. I am the Managing Director of She Masters. Ladies and gentlemen, this year we held a summit under the theme Unmuting School Safety, which is a systematic approach towards building a resilient culture for all. We held this summit on the 2nd of November at Avani. You might have heard it or maybe come across it on social media platforms because we were live on Facebook as well as on YouTube. Why did we come up with the School Safety Summit? One might want to know, maybe those that missed the summit, they may want to know why we decided to have a summit of that nature. Okay. The reason why we wanted to have the summit is safety in schools is neglected most of the time. And neglected like that, we wanted to raise awareness in schools because that is where we find children. And also in schools, that is where we find large population of people, where you could find 1,700 people at a go. So it was very imperative that we start a summit of that nature to raise awareness. And also, another reason why we came up with such an initiative was because schools, that is where children are found. And we wanted to instill the culture of safety in children because once you instill safety in children, they won't forget. We teach them young so that as they grow up, they know what safety is, they know what their health is. And then they could also turn this information and instill it into their parents or the community. So we thought it would be very important to start such an initiative to spread the gospel of health and safety.
Great stuff. Thank you very much, Tabi, for that. That is really a good initiative that we, like you are saying, it is always good to start from the grassroots. And when we go to schools, we are going to a place where we mine, education, where we mine, like we always say that health and safety, especially in our country, Botswana, is something that is really given that, utmost respect, especially in the mining industry and in the construction industry. Why? Because of the risks that are there that we see in those industries. But we forget that, even in the schools, there are so many risks that are there that the children, the parents, or the visitors, those who are working, the non-teaching staff, and even the teaching staff are exposed to. So it is very important, like you said, that we have to start instilling that culture of prevention, that culture of safety, that safety culture from the grassroots. And the grassroots could be where our future leaders of tomorrow, where do we find them? Where do they spend most of their time? That is in the school. So I believe it is a very good initiative that She Masters has started, and I believe that even the whole population or the nation would really appreciate that. So as we go on, Tabi, you have mentioned why school safety anyway, and I just want to understand, like, what was the really, really main aim? Apart from that, we wanted to start with the schools, with the children. What was the main aim for this particular summit, unfolding school safety? Why? What was the main aim? What did you want to achieve?
Yes, like I've mentioned, that safety is very,
Mm,
very important in schools. Of late we've been hearing so many things that are happening in schools, students fighting, they are fighting amongst themselves, or they are fighting their educators, they are taking harmful substances. So it was very important for us to start this initiative as soon as we can, so that we could arrest the situation. So
mm,
why did we decide to come up with this particular initiative at She Masters? Okay, we wanted to bring stakeholders together under one roof, so that we could talk about challenges which are facing schools. We did not want to leave this health and safety issues, or health and safety matters, only to educators or to the teachers alone,
mm.
because if we leave that to only educators, and then the community is not involved, then we are not doing justice to our kids. So we wanted to bring stakeholders under one roof, so that we could discuss issues which are faced by schools, and then map a way forward on how we could address such issues. So
Great stuff.
that was why we wanted to have this summit, or why
Wow.
we had.
That is really, really interesting, because when you talk about the stakeholder, the school stakeholders, you are mentioning a lot of people, a lot of yeah, a lot of entities, a lot of people that we, when you think about safety in schools, we are kind of not really imagining that me as a parent, I have responsibility and I am a stakeholder. Then before we even go to the roles of the stakeholders and all that, who are the stakeholders that you are talking about? Maybe somebody out there wants to understand that, who exactly is a stakeholder. Maybe it's me, I don't know. So the stakeholders, when it comes to school safety, who are the stakeholders?
Yes, we are
Mm,
talking about a lot of people. When you talk of stakeholders, we are talking about a lot of people.
mm,
Now, when you talk of children or child growth, we are talking about a whole village. It takes a
mm,
whole village to raise a child.
through that.
So schools alone cannot do it.
Mm.
There are other stakeholders which could assist to instill health and safety issues in our children. So the summit that just ended, we had local stakeholders. We also were joined by international stakeholders. So it was fully packed. Some of them that we had at the summit, we had the Ministry of Labor, and then we also had the Ministry of Health, Occupational Health and Safety. We also had the Botswana Police. We also had the National Parent Teachers Association, because those ones very important, because decisions that we make at schools, they are always part and parcel of those decisions. So it was very, very important to have the PTA joining us at the summit, so that as we unravel these issues, they are also there. They go to their regions and also talk about these things at their different PTAs.
Great stuff. That's very good. When you're mentioning, when you're bringing them up like that, now I believe Mutona out there is able to see themselves where they fit in. Like you are talking about PTA, not only PTA, because PTA is just a national body there that is actually, representing parents,
Mm.
parents and teachers, But then I believe this summit also was talking to a parent at home, a parent that the child is leaving in the morning, getting the ready and everything, and the parent is letting the child go to school. they have the responsibility to ensure that the school that the child is going to is safe. And how do they ensure that? By coming together with the school community as well, to form a very robust and firm, a safe school, a safe school. Yes, a safe school that, when you are there, when you know that your child is there, you are even, feeling good for yourself, that at least I know my child is in a good place. So I believe that is really good. And you are talking about other international organizations like International Labor Organization. One would wonder why International Labor Organization. And I believe is that, every workplace, the school is a workplace as well. So it hosts, employees and employers, and those our children are our clients. Whether the teaching or the non-teaching staff, all of us, all of them, they are employees. So the International Labor Organization is coming to say that, as the national body or in the international body, we recognize initiatives like this and we support them, as we were seeing during the presentation what was going on, the remarks they gave. So with the support of International Labor Organization, we see that this initiative really made a good impact and can go even further than that. You also mentioned, I believe, that Ministry of Labor under the Department of Occupational Health and Safety, which I believe is also a very important stakeholder, because them, they are looking at health and safety within the nation of Botswana. We understand that we're still behind with some regulations, some laws and all that, but I believe what the director was saying, the director stated that we should not wait for laws, or yes, for the act to be put in place, but we should take responsibility of our safety as well. We should stand up and understand why the other reasons that are out there that would urge us to ensure that you are safe. Who doesn't want to be safe? Everybody wants to be safe. So it is
True.
up to us as individuals to ensure that we do whatever that we can, to ensure that we are safe. We cannot exhaust so many organizations that were there, or all the stakeholders, but what I want to emphasize at this moment is that everyone is a stakeholder. Khosi, VTA, parent, priest, friend, cousin, police, soldiers, nurse, everybody is a stakeholder when it comes to, the safety of a child or safety in schools. Thank you very much. So this is Toolbox Talk with S.H.E Masters, and today, as you can see, I am hosting the managing director of S.H.E Masters, Ms. Habimo Paketi, who is actually unfolding the School Safety Summit that was held on the 2nd of November this year. The first of its kind, that we have to note. It was the first of its kind summit that has been held by S.H.E Masters. And we want to understand even more what the summit was all about and where it's going. What are the future plans for, this school safety summit, and what is our role as stakeholders? So we go on, Sabi. And my viewers at home, please, if you have any questions, if you have any comment, please feel free to put it there on the chat box, and we shall address it as we go on. Yes, Sabi. Let us now look at. We've talked about the aims of the summit. We've talked about the stakeholders, who the stakeholders were, and even more from that. Now, I just want us now to look at the summit on its own. The summit on its own. Do you think that the people who were there, the invitees, that everybody that you invited there, how was the mood? Did they appreciate the initiative? Do they buy into it? Because in health and safety, we say that management has to actually buy into the initiative. They have to really approve and say that indeed this is what we need, and we shall bind to it by signing something or signing that policy and all that. But according to you, you had this summit. Do you think it has been accepted by the community that was there?
Yeah, thank you very much, Masiko. The summit was successful. All the stakeholders that we had invited, they honored our invitation, and they moved at the summit. It was marvelous, because a lot of the attendees appreciated the initiative. They thought it's actually a good initiative, and that it came at the right time. Why? Because of late we've been having issues of COVID, whereby people had to follow protocols of COVID, and they were having issues in following protocols. So they received it very well. They thought it would go a long way in teaching people how to handle health and safety issues. They had also felt that health and safety in schools were only strengthened during COVID, which meant we were lagging behind concerning issues of health and safety. So we're lagging behind. They had really appreciated, and they thought going forward we'll be able to keep the culture going and do everything. Even after COVID, we'll continue taking precautionary measures. So it was well
So
received.
what you're saying there, you are mentioning something very important and interesting. You're talking about COVID. So do you think so what you're saying is that COVID has really had an impact in the safety in the school in the safety in the school safety program or school safety and in general. So
Ye-
having this program has really come at the right time. Is that what you are saying? Can you elaborate
Yes.
on that, please?
What I can say is, though we don't want to say COVID was a blessing in disguise, allow me to say COVID was a blessing in disguise.
Mm,
Why? Because we were neglecting a lot of issues, especially issues of hygiene. So with the arrival of COVID, we saw ourselves strengthening issues of hygiene. We could see now students washing their hands when they enter the gate, temperatures being taken at the gate, which is something which was not done before.
mm,
So this summit came at the right time, because now we could see the loopholes or things which we're not doing, and how we plan to do them as we go on. So this
mm.
summit has really been an eye-opener, not only for educators, but also the public at large.
Yeah.
Now people are able to appreciate health and safety issues better
Mm.
because of COVID.
Yes. Great stuff. Thank you very much. This is Toolbox Talk, as we have mentioned before, and I am your host, Masako Zulu. I am hosting the managing director of S.H.E Masters, Metabimo Pakete, whom we are talking about, the school safety summit, that the first of its kind school safety summit that was just held in Avani on the 2nd of November. Now, Tabi, what I want to know is, what are the future plans? Are we done with the school safety summit? That's it, and that's it, or what is going on? What should we expect?
Yes, like we are saying, health and safety, we are talking about issues, our day-to-day issues, which we cannot ignore. Health and safety is part of our lives, so we cannot run away from it. So the
Mm,
school safety summit was not a once-off thing. We did it, it ended. Now we are planning on having another summit next year. Actually, we are planning to be having these summits yearly now, so that the society or the community is well aware of these summits. They take part and also take care of their health and safety. So we are embarking on having another summit of this nature next year, and we hope you'll be there to join us and unravel these issues of health and safety. So preparations are ongoing. We are planning for the next health and safety school summit.
Now, what about those who want to know more about the initiative? Those who want to know more about S.H.E Masters, those who want to know to be involved and understand safety in schools. How do
Yes,
we go about that?
yes. Now that we mentioned that health and safety affects us all, and that we are all needed and we need to take part, whether you are a child, whether you are a parent, whether you are wherever you are, if you want to take part, you are highly welcome. We have an email address that you could send inquiries to, whatever kind of communication that we have, or anything that you would want to know about health and safety. You can get in touch with us at hello at shemasters hyphen. Okay, you can get in touch with us at the following email address:
Mm-hmm.
hello at she-masters.com. Let me
Yes.
say it again: hello at she-masters.com. We will gladly assist you in whichever way we can.
That's lovely. That's lovely. Thank you very much, Tabi, for that. I really, really appreciate it. And I believe that Motswana at home as well, they have appreciated the initiative. And I would like to urge you, my fellow viewers, those who are watching now or those who are going to be watching it, do not even miss our episodes of Toolbox Talk, because we are here every week to talk about issues of health and safety across all the industries. But particularly now, we are going to be more focused now for this time on school safety, so that we give you that understanding of what school safety is all about. Sabi, I would like to really appreciate you for being here. Now you have been talking about the School Safety Summit at S.H.E Masters and all that. Now, I believe that's not only what S.H.E Masters is offering. Can you please take us through the services for S.H.E Masters? What else can we expect? What do we get from S.H.E Masters apart from the summit?
Okay, thank you very much for that. Ladies and gentlemen, S.H.E Masters is a 100% owned Botswana owned consultancy company, which was registered in Botswana in 2014. S.H.E Masters is a leading provider in safety services in Botswana. So if you don't know where to get safety services, S.H.E Masters has your back. So it offers safety services. And then what else does it do? It works across various industries with the aim to change the face of safety, particularly in schools and the workplace. So there's a gap there. S.H.E Masters wants to bridge that gap. Okay. And then we also provide consultancy and career guidance. If you have your children who graduate, who maybe completed their school and they want to venture into health and safety, S.H.E Masters is there to provide such services for you. And then what does it do? It has yeah, I think that is what it does.
Yeah.
It provides consultancy services, especially on career guidance, training, and also opportunities which are related to health and safety.
Great stuff. Thank you very much. So, in conclusion, ladies and gentlemen, I don't know if you have any word to give to our fellow viewers in conclusion before we end up our show. Thank you. Anything that you want
Yes,
to say
in
to our
closure, thank you very much. In closure, ladies and gentlemen, let us ensure that we are safe wherever we are. Let us take health and safety matters seriously, because if we fail to follow the health and safety measures, then we are endangering ourselves, we are endangering our kids, especially kids who are very young. Most of the time, you find that parents.
Yes, we are with you. We are listening. Yes, we are with.
Hello,
Yes, we are here. You can go on.
are we still there?
Yes, we are with you. We can hear you.
Masero?
Yes. Okay, I think we're having trouble with Sabi's connection there. But anyway, thank you very much, Sabi, for that. I believe she was just saying that, parents, children, everybody there, you have the
Hello,
responsibility
Masero?
to. Yes, can you hear me now? Okay, we'll leave it there because I think we have problem in getting here there. It's still fine. Thank you very much, everybody, for that. And before I round up, I would like to say to you that, as she has said, S.H.E Masters is offering a lot of services. We are offering consultancy in health and safety. We are also offering training, and most of our trainings are online. Please do not hesitate to contact us at any time to inquire about our services. If you need any assistance, there is our email, hello@she masters.com, and we are always there and ready to help you. If you are a school administrator, a teacher, a parent, and you want to know more about health and safety in schools, we are the people to come to. All that said, thank you very much, my fellow viewers. Do not forget to invite, to like, and share with your friends and family so that you can learn more about issues of health and safety. From me, your host, Masako Zulu, until we meet again next time, and courtesy from my managing director, Ms. Sabimo Paketi, I'd like to say a very good night to you.